Hi there guys, Stean PP Reviews back again, and today I'm back with the final part in this series that I'm doing as the films that remind me of my childhood. And this is the Blu-rays I own that are the films that remind me of my childhood. I've just done 3 videos of all the DVDs I own. Now I don't own that many Blu-rays, so that's why there's not as many Blu-rays in this list. But yeah, here we go, let's dive straight into them and let's have a look. So first of all, it is From Dusk Till Dawn. I love vampire films. I love vampires. As a kid, I've always been fascinated with vampires. And From Dusk Till Dawn's the reason I'm so fascinated with vampires is because how crazy the vampires were in this film. And it's just that film that's a wee bit over the top, a wee bit different, that I love. And it's got Tarantino in it. And as a kid, I always loved Tarantino. I've got a Tarantino film actor on this list, so we'll get to that in a moment. But Tarantino's in this list, and it's one of those films I love Tarantino as a kid, and I still love Tarantino today. And he wrote this film as well. George Clooney's in it. Wasn't a big fan of George Clooney, but George Clooney's in it. Yeah, it's From Dusk Till Dawn. I love From Dusk Till Dawn. Next up is another weird one to be in this list. It's just Trainspotting. It's a film all about drugs. This is the reason I don't take this isn't the reason I don't take heroin, but this is one of the reasons that as a kid that my mum and dad made me watch this, and it kind of put me off the idea of taking heroin. That's kind of what this film's good at. This film's good at making you not want to take heroin as an adult. As you think of Trainspotting, how Trainspotting makes heroin look like. That's why I love this film, because it's that film that I was made watch many times as a kid, because it's one of my dad's favourite films, one of my dad's favourite books as well. Another film that was one of my dad's favourite films, another one that surprised you in this actually, it's Wizard of Oz. My dad loves Wizard of Oz. It's one of those great sing-alongs my dad loved, and he always made us watch it. And it's quite a surprise, for most of these films are my dad's favourite films, and a lot of them shouldn't. This is one of them that shouldn't be compared to the rest of them, and you'll see what I mean. But this is one of those films that I really just love. I just remember watching it growing up, and as soon as I got a Blu-ray player, I had to buy it in Blu-ray because it's Wizard of Oz, and it looks great in Blu-ray. Next up is RoboCop. Another one that reminds me of Dad, surprise, is RoboCop, because he said he remembers seeing it when he remembers watching it years and years ago and was well surprised at how gruesome it was. He says he remembers watching it, the first time he watched it, finished it, rewind it all the way back, and watched it again from the beginning. And he then, when we were growing up, he obviously put it on and made us watch it as well, because of gruesome and how awesome it is, and it's a great film. That's why I ended up buying it on Blu-ray. Another one is a film that I remember watching a good couple of times, or not a lot because they're big films, but I remember watching a couple of times. You get to that age, in my family we got to that age where you were allowed to watch this film. This is if it was time for you to watch it. We'd watch every other film, but it was time for you to watch The Godfather. Now I'd watched The Goodfellas, and I watched Casino, watched all these other great gangster films that I loved, because The Godfather was that little bit different, that a little bit more intense, and that little bit more deeper. You had to be a certain age to watch this, and I got to that age where Mum and Dad were going to watch it, and I said, Dean, and I heard in the video, shouted me down and said, Dean, we're going to watch Godfather, do you want to watch it? It's all about gangsters, and I can't remember what it was. I'd seen these videos before, I'd seen it in the gangster area, so I went and watched it. I sat down and watched it with my dad and my mum and my dad. We watched a film a night, each night for 3 nights in a row. And I still remember that to this day. It's one of the memories that stick in my head for years and years to come. It's one of those great memories. Sitting down with my mum, my dad, just me, my mum and dad. That was it. Everybody else was out of the house. My brother had moved up to Dundee. My sister had moved out with her family and had started their family. It was just me, my mum, my dad, and it was one of those memories. It's one of those favourite memories I have of us being together. So let's get off this sadness and let's talk about Toy Story. Now this is the first one. I could have put the second one in this list as well, not the third one because it's just newish. But yeah, it's another great animated film. I remember watching growing up. It's one of my favourite Disney Pixar films. Another one that would be in this list, I don't own it though, is A Bug's Life. I owned that in video growing up as a kid, and I loved the film growing up. But Toy Story is the best Pixar film you ever have. Next up, I've actually 3 films, only 2 of them should exist in the film. Is the Mad Max trilogy. Mad Max and Road Warrior. Another film that my dad made me watch growing up. One of the only films I like Mel Gibson in. He loves these films and made me watch them many times, and yeah, I love this film. Another film that became really popular, but I remember watching this film as a kid. I remember watching this film as far back as I can remember every Christmas. It was my dad brought it into the house. It is Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. You may remember when I first started this video, I used to have a poster up here of the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's down at the moment because it was getting broken, especially with my bookcase. And when my DVDs used to get broken, so I ended up having to take it down. But I may put it up at one point. But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of the Christmas films that I remember watching as a kid, and another one I have to watch every single Christmas time. Next up is a Tarantino film. As I said, there is one in it. It's Pulp Fiction. Of course, this is in this list. I love this film. It's one of my favourite films of all time. The reason it's one of my favourite films of all time is because I had to watch it, because I watched it constantly as a kid. My dad loved this film. Dad loves Tarantino, so I had to watch it grow up. He also was John Travolta in it, and you know how much my dad loves John Travolta. Next up is Batman. Now, I'm going to put all 4 of these in it. All 4 of the original Batman films. The Batman Returns, and Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. All of these films I loved as a kid. Even Batman and Robin. I loved Batman and Robin growing up. Batman and Robin was my second favourite Batman film of all time growing up. Now again, it's not, but growing up it was my favourite, and still my favourite is Returns with Danny DeVito playing the Penguin. But these are some of my favourite films growing up. These are what got me into comic books, and what got me in. Really, if it wasn't for the Batman films, I wouldn't read comic books. I wouldn't have so many comic books. I wouldn't like all these comic book films that come out nowadays. And that's why that film is one of the films that remind me of my childhood. Next up is Little Shop of Horrors. There's another one that reminds me of my mum, actually. This one reminds me, a lot of these actually, this is when a couple of these here will remind me of my mum. A lot of them actually don't. A lot of the ones remind me of my mum and my dad. This one's purely my mum. My mum loved this film. Mum actually ended up buying it on Blu-ray. I loved a couple of films mum loved on Blu-ray, just because I like watching them. I like thinking about mum watching these films. And I like thinking about spending time sitting watching the films just with my mum, because my dad would disappear as soon as one of these films was on. He's like, I need to go out. I'm going to go over here, and then we'd watch something like Little Shop of Horrors or Labyrinth. Not one of Mum's favourite films. And yeah, it's Labyrinth. It's David Bowie singing. My dad would watch some of this. My dad liked David Bowie, but he couldn't handle he didn't really like it that much because of the over-the-topness of it. But yeah, it's one of those films that I love, and it's Jim Henson's Creature Shop, so it makes it even more awesome. That's maybe why I like it so much, is because Jim Henson's got something to do with it. And yeah, great film. I remember watching that growing up and loving it with my mum, spending time with my mum. Next up is another Christmas film. This is Gremlins. I love Gremlins growing up. Gremlins is again another one of my favourite Christmas films. Again, another film I have to watch every Christmas. Good job you get the whole of December, because I've got quite a lot of Christmas films I love to watch, but Gremlins is one of them that I just have to watch. It's just one of those over-the-top crazy films that kind of suits my personality. It's just a wee bit out there and a wee bit different from what everything else is about Christmas time. This is the difference, and that's why I liked it. And last but not least, it's a film that you won't be surprised for. If you're surprised this is my list, you're obviously new to this channel, so hi. This is Goodfellas, of course. It's my favourite film of all time, because I watched it all my childhood, and all my life I've watched this film. That's why it's here. Basically, it's just a film that my dad got me into. Basically, it was one of his favourite films as well, and he obviously made me watch it. He's made me always watch it, and I'm the one that's kind of took his film taste and made it my own. I added some extras into it, but Goodfellas is that one that's kind of stuck with me for so many years, that I love so much. Yeah, Goodfellas. So yeah, that's the end of it. That's it. It's 4 videos it took me just to go through this list, and there's maybe some I missed out. Probably is. Probably some more. I'll probably finish this video, turn around and look at them, maybe putting these back in. I discovered I've missed one out, should be in the list. But yeah, that's what the whole point of it is. So thanks for tuning in. Again, as always, comment down below what's your favourite film you love watching as a kid, what's the film that reminds you of your childhood, and yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you later. Bye.
down one morning and crying again.